back and relax and enjoy another episode of J&C Fix and Play.
Hope everyone is doing well. Today we have another pickup video. So this collection here was $200 and it's got a good mix of systems and games. Across the spectrum, you have everything from Sega and Nintendo all the way up to PlayStation, so feel free to jump around the video depending on what consoles you're into. So let's jump into the Sega stuff. So starting with the games for Sega, it's actually a bunch of Saturn games, which is great because I just picked one up recently. So right off the bat we have the 3-pack. I know this was included with the Saturn at some point when you bought it. So it's got Virtual Fighter 2, Virtual Cop, and Daytona USA. Sonic 3D Blast. Cool thing about these is that they are case, manuals, and the disc are beautiful in them all. You got the WrestleMania, the arcade game. Once again, not a big wrestling fan, but I did actually play this back in the day, so it should be fun. Independence Day. The person I got this from, this was their favorite game apparently. He told me to give it a shot. He's like, you might actually like it, so if it's a decent shooter, I'll be happy. And then finally, Jurassic Park, The Lost World. So another good game that maybe my son would like. Moving on, we got some Sega handhelds, so we'll jump to the Game Gear. Here we got Columns. I'm pretty sure it's like a Tetris type game. Joe Montana Football. And then Sonic. So, never played this one. Kind of excited to give that one a shot. And yeah, didn't have any Game Gear games for the collection, so it's nice to add a few. Next up, we'll jump into Sony. Alright, so starting with the PS1 games. I believe this is a fighter. Bloody Roar, never played this game. This one is not complete. It doesn't have the original case, but it does have the manual in the game. Smackdown, which is complete. Cool Borders. This was actually a fun game. I remember playing some of these. Same thing, not complete. So this one does not have the manual, so it's just the disc and just like a cutout from the front. Resident Evil 2. So it's nice to have it all. Driver, never played it. I think it's like a Grand Theft Auto type of game. Pro Skater 2, kind of fun to play this again, especially with the remasters coming out later in 2020. Jupiter Strike, not familiar with this at all. Final Fantasy, probably one of the biggest games on the console. Never been a fan of RPGs, so, but everyone likes it. And then finally, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Once again, it's another blockbuster game. So, never played that one, but we'll see. Probably give that one a shot. So, moving on down to PS2. We got Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, Battlefront, Lord of the Rings, and these are complete, by the way. Actually, every single one of the PS2 games is. Tenchai 2, Budokai. Never played that one. Sports game, Madden. Wolverine's Revenge, not the greatest game. And then Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. So, alright. Let's jump to PS3. So, PS3 wise, we have God of War games. Absolutely love these games. Never played Ascension, but this one was one of my favorite games of all time. NHL 14, NHL 10, and then The Last of Us, which is another great game. Super excited for the sequel. Hopefully it comes out on time. And same thing, all the PS3 games are complete as well. So jumping into Xbox, for the original Xbox we only got 2, Halo 2 and Madden 2002. And this was a good game, but I did like 3 and the first one better. That was just my opinion though. We got the Mass Effect trilogy, which is complete for the Xbox 360. So, very nice seeing that. And someone sent me a message. And then Modern Warfare 2, the Hardened Edition. So, I actually have this on PS3, so I do not plan on keeping this one. let's move on. And finally, for the original Game Boy, we have Tetris, NFL football, and Pokemon Red, the box, manual, and everything. So that's actually all the games, and let's start jumping into the consoles that came with this. So for starters, we have the original Game Boy. This one does not work, so it does need some repairs, but no big deal. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know I can get this one up and running, no problems. Moving on and sticking with the handhelds, Game Boy Color, and this one is fully functional and working. So it's always nice to have another one of those. And finally, with the handhelds, we have a Sega Game Gear to play the games. This one is partially working. It actually has audio but no video, which more than likely is just a bad capacitor, as that's very common in these. So I'm not that concerned about it because I have changed the capacitors before, and I will be uploading a YouTube video, so be sure to click the subscribe button if you have a Game Gear and you need to know how to fix it. Sticking with Sony, we have the PS2, and they just taped the memory card to it. But we have the PS2 with one controller, and all the hookup cords was included. And an original PS1, same thing. All the hookup cords and the controller was included as well. Tested, and it does work, so no issues with these systems. So let's move on. Finally, for the Sony consoles, we do have a original PS3. This is the 120 gigabyte model in its original box, and it's complete, tested, and working. So super excited for that. Actually have a PS3. I actually have the same exact one, so I don't have a need for this. So this is probably something I'm not gonna keep. From the Xbox side of things, I do have an Xbox 360. Same thing, complete controller, cords, everything like that. Does have the hard drive, so happy to see that. And then finally, we have the original Xbox in its original box. So I love seeing these original boxes. I just love looking at the games on the back. You know, it just kind of takes me back to growing up and seeing them. So, and this is tested, working, and complete as well. And that is actually the whole lot. So for some of the stuff that wasn't working, I will be posting repair videos. So feel free to please click that subscribe button up top. Leave a comment, tell me what you guys think. And everyone be safe out there and have some fun gaming.